Hi everyone, I have this InfraWorks open here. So let's see how we can create a model into the InfraWorks and then import that model into Civil 3D, designing the catchment area. So basically we can do the catchment in the Civil 3D or any of other software you use. It's just for the learning purposes, like this is one way you can do it. So let's get started and we will go to the model builder. So if I want to locate my site, I will first go to the Google. As this is how I usually do. So we can go for my site. So this is Beaumont, Texas, United States. So I will first try to copy the address of this site. So from here, I will quickly copy the address. Now I will go into the InfraWorks. I will just paste it here and press enter. Now that we have a site here, and I will go to this icon for the maps and the earth view. So I think this is pretty good area for the site that we have. Now you can see the icons. This one says draw a rectangle, polygon, or like you can import any polygon you have. So we can just go for the rectangle. So I will draw this catchment that will be enough. And I will name it as a, for example, a school site or whatever you want, Beaumont and Texas. So remember to provide the coordinate systems because we have to match this coordinate system back into the Civil 3D. So we will select on this one. So in the USA, basically they have more than one. They have more. They have more than one coordinate systems. In the UK, we usually use just the OSCB, and mostly countries usually have one. But in the US, you can see there will be a lot of coordinate systems. So who usually work in the USA, local person, they know better about what coordinate they are going to use. But for the international projects, is what I do is I do a quick search thanks to the AI tool. So I just go and then do a quick AI search and then write this is the site for InfraWorks and what could be the coordinate system for this. So this way it will generate me the site coordinate systems, and then we will use that into our InfraWorks or Civil 3D. So you can say State Plane South Central. So we can just copy this small address and then we can just copy and paste it here. And this one comes at, so I think they have two for the US food system, and then they also have the metric system. So we can just go for the food system. And now I will open this one and we will just hit the create model. So basically this one takes a bit of time, and once it creates in the background, you will receive an email as well on which your Autodesk account is registered, or it will also pop out here in this field as well. So we will just click continue and it asks me to do another, but we don't want any other. So in order to save some time, I already have one of this model here, so I can show you. So once you will create this one, once it will be pop up, it will be sign of earth like globe, that will show like it's on the cloud. Then you will click on that, it will save that on your PC as well. So that's, you have to do, just click on the icon and that it will create and then open the model. So once we will open the model, you will see it looks like this. It comes with the water stream that we have some roads, and this is the school area. So for example, if we want to create a catchment like watershed analysis quickly into into the InfraWorks, that we can do. And also this data, if we have to reference the data like where we receive this, you can go into this properties icon, you click on the properties and you will have this information here. You can see that this data has been is like USGS 10-meter DEM data. So from the US soil data surface, so it will also tell us like from where this data is sourced from. So in USA, basically, I try to download some DEMs for different sites, but they have separate system. In the UK, we have only one site, that is maybe DEFRA site, from where we can do the LiDAR data. But in the USA, they have different sites. Also, the local site. I found one for the Texas site that has, I think, river niche, so niche catchment, but they have separate files. So it was quite a hectic. Obviously, someone is local working there knows better than me, but so I find it is quicker to download the TEMs as well. So now we will see how it works. So this is the details, everything you can see here. Now, for example, if we want to create a catchment, so we will go to the analyze. From here, you will see this icon, watershed analysis, and here you can see this one. So the grid spacing, if you have the bigger the spacing, it will be less precise. The lower the spacing, it will be more precise, more accurate analysis, but it will take more time to run the analysis. So all depends on you. So I will just go with the 20 meter. Now, for example, if you have a design road, this road is not a design road. This road is basically not a design road. It comes from our model. So if you have, for example, you have created some design road, like from here to here, you have one station 0 and this one, and you want to to check the catchment from, for example, this station to this station, that you can also be able to do. But for that, you will need a design road. These roads that comes directly from the InfraWorks won't offer you that feature. So at this time, we are just going to see the point, just the point one, like how we can draw the point and see the catchment for this one. So you can see this small icon with the blue pinpoint. So wherever we will put this icon, this will create the catchment. So I will just create some random here. So if I will click here, you can see it says press enter to start the analysis. So I will just press enter, and now it is creating the watershed analysis. So you can see this has created our request. Now this polylines, you can see, will show these are from the upstream. So these are from the upstream, and this goes to downstream. So all of this water going to this one, so upstream, and the polygon basically show you roughly the water path of this area. So this is the catchment we have already created. If you select the catchment, there are multiple features. So number one, this is basically the styling. You can change the styling, because if you have more than one catchments, you can do the styling and then to separate one another. The good thing is you can see the hydrology data here. So they have comes with the user defined rational method. For example, if you have the IDF curves, you have to put in like your own data from your MET offices. You can put it here. But if you work in the USA, the USA have everything sorted for you, I would say. So if you will go and mention like Texas, so we select the Texas, and you can see there are different regions. So I basically don't know which region it comes. We can also try to take the screenshot and share with the Gemini to see. So what region will the above site be in for it? So we can see if they knows, or they can help out with this one. So niche is river basin. So your correct selection will be peak ruler. So that's good. As I mentioned, this site is in Niches river basin. So we can just go for the peak ruler. peak ruler statewide. So what this will do is this can also do the drainage area and also should calculate regression method. Let me just mm, ruler, which was the site peak ruler statewide. So basically, we have to put some obviously data in this one. If there was some other state, they already have data. What they will do, they will also populate this one. But we have to put some information manually in order to calculate these. But this way, what it will do, it will update the 1 in 50, 1 in 100 year storms, and that you can also use to design culvert, preliminary culvert designs, and you design anything else you can do. So for example, if I have this road here, if I right click this one, you can see no one's. I think it's good idea to show you a quick way to design a just planning road to see what I mean actually. Like it will go something like this to this. Just right click, uh, uh, click and enter. So it has less it's taking some time. Hi again. Actually, I have to restart my PC because it was InfraWorks stopped working. But now you can see this road has been designed. So it's just a prelim design. You can see in 3D as well. So now we have this road here. We select this one and do right click and convert this to component road. So now this is our side component, and we can, for example, you can add or increase the length. For example, drag it, it will increase it. And now you can see the stations. And for example, if you do the watershed analysis, I will show quickly. And now it says component road or select component road. We can select this road and it asks us for the station. For example, one station, you click here, and then second station will click here. It will, if you press enter, it will create the watershed for that. But for this one, we are not going to do that. And another benefit that I was talking about for the component road is if you select this road, you right click, you can see the drainage and you can add the culverts. So it will add the culverts based on the hydrology you entered into the watershed. So this is a good thing if you play around. So we will just see how we can export the DEM into our Civil 3D. So I will make sure you save and close it, because for in order to import in Civil 3D we have to close this. So close it first. We'll close this one. I'm going to open the Imperial Civil 3D because that's what we are going to use. We have used US feed system in the coordinates, so we want that the same into the Civil 3D. So go for the Imperial units. So it will be take time, and now it open. We go to the new drawing, and from this tab you can see InfraWorks on the top, InfraWorks, and from here the model. We will open the model and to see if it works. No, now it no, Civil 3D is yeah. So click this one, and we have to find the model. So the model is to find like where these are saved. So go to the InfraWorks. It's basically C drive. I will show you guys, because once you will open it, maybe not. So C drive users in the documents, username obviously, and documents, and there we have InfraWorks 360. This one is the latest. I can see the date, time, and this one SQL file you have to locate, and we will just click open, and it will open the file for us. Now you can see the InfraWorks coordinate system. If you see nothing in these coordinates, it means your InfraWorks file is open. So make sure you close that one first. Otherwise, no coordinates you will see here. So we will just give the same name same coordinate system. From here it will ask us for the selection objects, for example area of interest, what like from you don't want total model or anything, for example all objects. So we go for the refine selection because I don't want all of these other items. I will go for my just terrain existing ground that we have, and I just uncheck all of these, uncheck coverage area. I think coverage area was the watershed areas. So water area, so we can just keep those to see how it comes. So we will just click OK. Now you can see this model is done. So we have the our surface. This one is the DEM surface, and we can play around with this one. And if we go there, you can see the surface, and we can just like save it. You can create the data shortcut out of this, and this one also has the polylines. Where are the properties? So we will have the properties so we can see clearly. So if we select this one, so triangulation surface, we have the 3D polyline that was showing the water paths, watershed analysis, and this big one is 3D polyline that is a catchment, and you can convert it into a catchment in Civil 3D. If you design a road, prelim road, you can see it comes as well. So with the stations properly. So this is how you can use Civil 3D and InfraWorks, but I'm saying again, this is for learning purposes. If you don't have InfraWorks, that's fine. You can use Civil 3D. You can download the data from USGS, import it into the Civil 3D as a TIFF file, and create a surface from that and work around. So that is the workaround you can do, or you use DEFRA data, you can use that. But this is how you can do it in using both of these. So if you guys have any questions, please ask in comments. Thank you for watching. See you next video. Bye.